We are live here today for the second game between the Belfry Pirates Lady Rebels matchup. And Molly Fawn with the first pitch strike, as she will be on the mound for the second game, as Myra Bevins was on the mound for the first. We have a 0-0 ball game. It is the top of the first inning. This is the first stream this year. We've started on time. That ball was the second strike. It's a 1-2 count. 0 outs. In the top of the first, Molly Fawn with a ball is a 2-2 count now. Oh, no. He calls it a strike. Drop third strike as Natalie Pike picks up the ball and tags her runner out. And
that'd be the first out of the inning.
Yes, this is Bo Wolford here with
Carter Canterbury.
A special guest announcer here, broadcaster, is Carter Canterbury, as Molly Fawn winds up, and the pitch is called ball. 1-0 count here, 1 out. 0-0 ball game. The second pitch of that bat is delivered, and it is a strike. 1-1 count, 1 out, 0-0 in this ball game. Top of the first. The pitch is delivered from Molly Fawn and is another ball. It is a 2-1 count here, as Molly is the one of the premier pitchers in the 15th region this year, as she is only a freshman. She throws her second strike. It is a 2-2 count.
You can see Molly there trying to eat up the corners of the strike zone.
She
trying
is.
to get them to bite.
It is 1 out here and 2-2 count. That is swung on and foul tipped into the catcher's mitt for the second out of the inning, and Molly Fawn's second strikeout of the game. Last game between the Belfry Pirates and the Mingo Central Miners, Molly Fawn had an incredible 19 strikeouts to start the season, as she gets the pitch and begins her wind-up. Her first pitch is swung on and foul tipped for the...
That'd be the first strike of this at bat. 0-1 count.
There's 2 outs. 0-1 count. 0-0. Molly Fawn begins her wind-up as she throws and is swung on and missed by number 19. Which is not on my list here. That ball is high and outside.
That's the first ball of this at bat, leaving it with a 1-2 count.
That ball is swung on and missed. That is Molly Fawn's third strikeout of the inning, as we head into the bottom of the first with your score tied at 0-0. We are back here in live action for the bottom of the first inning. As Myra Bevins is up to bat here, it is a 1-1 count. The first time we see Myra in today's matchup. It is a 2-1 count, 0 outs, bottom of the first. She is thrown another ball. It is now a 3-1 count as the pitcher, Jaden Keene, number 25, winds up. She delivers a fourth ball. That is the first base runner of the second matchup with the Rebels today. Now Natalie Fight comes up to the plate as she had several hard hits in the first game. As the pitch comes in, it is inside, and Myra takes off to second with her blazing speed. This is a 1-0 count, 0 outs, 0 runs. Natalie is asking for a call. She gets it, and she steps into the box as the pitcher winds up. And it is delivered as another ball, and Myra is safe at third base.
The count is a 2-0 count with 0 outs here at the bottom of the first.
Carter, the catcher, didn't need to attempt that throw.
No.
She knew that Myra had her dead to rights.
That's one thing that really helps Myra out here is her speed and ability to steal bases. She was thinking about stealing home right there at the ball. She got past it.
That is the third ball. This at bat is now 3-0 with 0 outs, 0 runs. Next pitch is hit. It looked like that Natalie got hit there, but she was not hit, actually. And she was walked to first base.
Myra was able to bring in the run there.
It looked like she was hit by the pitch, and she should be but it was not. I apologize. Molly Fahm, number 2, comes up to the plate here. She's a 3-hole hitter. As the first pitch is a high ball. 1-0 count here, 0 outs. Natalie Fight stands on on first base. She is the second base runner of today's matchup. As she's looking to score with Molly Fahm in the batter's box. The pitch is behind Molly. Natalie takes second. She's rounding second, looking to come to third, and the catcher relays the ball back to the pitcher. She stays there. The count is 2-0, 0 outs. Tie ball game. I refrain. It is 1-0. Belfry Pirates are ahead. Three-0 count. Ball gets by the catcher, and it is by the third baseman. Natalie Fight scores. It is now 2-0 Belfry Pirates in just the bottom of the first inning with 0 outs and 3 balls and 0 strikes for the hard-hitting Molly Fahm at the plate.
These errors are really costing Tolsia here.
They have. In the last 2 games, they have really struggled with routine plays. This ball is pitched. And Molly is walked to first base as number 15, Randa Maynard, comes in as a pitch runner for Molly. She stands on first as number 5, the 4-hole hitter, steps into the box as the first pitch comes. It is called a strike, swing and a miss. The first pitch of this at bat. The next pitch comes through as it is called a ball. It really looks like the Tulsa Rebels that are on the field now are young, and as well as in the first game, they look like they could be a pretty good ball team at some point if they gain experience. As this next pitch is ball high and inside, very close to McCallan's face.
It really seems, Bill, like these pitchers are trying to just draw the batters into hitting some outside ones, maybe drawing some balls or strikes there.
They're really struggling finding the strike zone, that's for sure, Carter. The runner, Randa Maynard, steals second on a wild pitch there from the Tulsa pitcher as McCallan Lee steps back into the batter's box.
The 3-1 count with 0 outs left.
This pitch is a wild pitch. It is she's hit.
It looked like it bounced off the catcher's knee there.
It did, but it actually hit McCallan. It was ruled a dead ball, and runner advances to first base as there's 0 outs in a 2-0 ball game as number 0, Belle Howard, steps up to the plate to keep her hitting streak alive as she is 3 for 3 in the last ball game. As called a strike. It's a 0-1 count. First pitch is high. It is a 1-1 count. 0 outs here. 2-0. Michaela Mead is on first, and Belle Howard is in the box here. She's looking for something to hit here, as there's runners on first and second. Randa Maynard is on second base, and the pitch comes in, and it is a ball high. 2-1 count here. 0 outs. 2-0 Belfry Pirates. Pitch comes in, and it is swung on and missed. It is now a 2-2 count. Bell, you could really tell Bell really wanted that ball.
This is a pretty high ball, swung just right under it.
Yeah, she really got it. She could have got a hold of that one. It would have went a far away. She really swung with all her might there. This next pitch is hit to the third baseman, and why Randa Maynard was not running? Because it was a force out. I do not know.
There's still a runner on first and second, though, with
We
one out.
We have several young players, Carter. We have one freshman in Molly Fahm. We have two sophomores in Michaela Mead and Abby Vipperman. And we have two eighth graders, Randa Maynard and Baylor Hall, who have really stepped into the roles so far in the season. As we are 2-0, we are undefeated. Lexi Bevins is up to bat right now with a 1-0 count. The pitcher starts her wind up.
Looked like an inside ball there.
It was. It's 2-0 now. Bases with 1 and 2. As the pitch comes through, it is a 2-0 count with 1 out. Runner in scoring position. This ball is outside and gets by the catcher. Bell steals second, and McKalen steals third. They are safe. 3-0 count now with 1 out. The sun is really delaying this game so far because it hasn't peeked over the mountains yet. Until then, it will be hard to see on this baseball field.
That was a high ball right there.
The bases are now juiced as number 14, Abby Viverman, steps into the box, who is really making solid contact.
Abby Vipperman had 2 great hits last game, but unfortunately they was able to make 2 great plays.
They were. She had 2 hot shots and two great stops as she steps into the batter's box. She takes this, and she is hit by a pitch. And Michaela Mead is coming home. The bases are still juiced. And the Pirates lead 3-0 with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Number 9, Makita Justice, steps into the box. The ball slips by here in the 1-0 count. It is now 4-0 Belfry Pirates as number 0, Belle Howard, scores.
That's what you was talking about, but with this being a very young team, just working things out and just trying to stop errors.
Eventually they will hopefully gain experience and begin to play cohesively. Right now the pitcher starts her windup, and the pitch is delivered, and it is inside, almost hitting the batter. It's now 2-0 count, 1 out, 4-0 Pirates.
There's a runner on second and third, looking to get home here.
The pitch is on its way, and swung on, and missed. It is a 2-1 count with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. McKenna is kept in her shoes there as ball comes across the plate for the first called strike for the Tulsa Rebels of this game. And that ball is high, and Lexi Bevins is able to score as the Pirates now lead 5-0.
They have a full count here, too. Looking to strike her out.
Only 1 out here. Hopefully McKenna can make some magic happen here and drive in this next run. That would be number 14, Abby Vipperman, who was hit by a pitch. As she is also hit by a pitch in the full count. Number 3, Zoe Cottle steps up to the plate. She is a premier bunter in the region, as she is extremely talented at laying bunts down. She is what they call a slap hitter, who is extremely quick. Her and Myra both. As we take a timeout here, here is a message from a few of our sponsors. It's on horses. We are back from that timeout, as the first pitch is a ball, and McKenna Justice makes her way to second base. It is the bottom of the first inning. 5-0, 1 out, 1 ball, and 0 strikes, as Zoe Cottle squares to bunt, and
Abby Vifferman steals home there. That leaves us with the 2-0 count with 1 out. 6-0 here in the bottom of the first, with Zoe still up at bat.
We are pretty excited here at Pirate Sports Network for the season. We expect to be very successful. We believe we can do some great things.
Zoe finds her third ball there, thrown outside. And she will be walked with 4 balls outside, not allowing her to bunt.
Is now 6-0.
With a runner on first and third.
Myra Bevins, another slap hitter, steps up to the bat. She gets the first pitch here, and it is a strike.
Zoe able to steal second there with that pitch. Runner on second and third now.
The ball is pitched, and it is now 1-1 count with 1 out. It is 6-0. The second pitch
She
took to left field, and Myra Bevins has a nice single there. A blooper right into left field. As
I believe that's a double, Bo.
oh, I'm sorry, that is a double.
The ball was thrown into third too, and they was safe at third.
I apologize. Now Zoe Cottle stands on third base, getting ready to come in as Natalie Fight makes solid contact with that ball.
Myra coming home too.
Single as Myra comes home, and Natalie stays on first with a double RBI single.
Brought 2 runs in there. The score is now 9-0 at the bottom of the first, with 1 out for the Tulsa Rebels.
The first pitch is a strike to Molly Fahm. Number 2, she is pitching this game. Is 0-1 with 1 out. It is now 9-0. Belfry Pirates.
Low ball there.
And Natalie Fight makes her way to third.
Count is now 1-1.
And the pitcher begins her windup. With time called, she is back into position. The pitch is delivered and is way high. It is now 2-1 with 1 out. 9-0. Molly Fahm up to bat. The ball is pitched, and Molly hits a hot shot right at the third baseman.
Left fielder struggles.
Left fielder is struggling to get the ball as she throws it in, which too late for Molly Fahm with a double. It is now.
Natalie was also able to come home there too, making the score 10-0.
It is now 10-0. Pirates.
And there's a pinch runner sent in for Molly, going on to second base.
Number 15, Randa Maynard.
One of our valuable freshmen to the team, or 8th graders.
8th grader. Young. Number 5, Michaela Mead, which is also a sophomore, which is young, steps into the box. She stepped into an important role last year, helping lead us to a district championship. As the pitch is delivered, and it is a strike. That finds the outside edge of the plate. It is 1-1 with 1 out. Randa Maynard stands on second. I don't know why she was checking up there, but
she comes home.
And she is safe. Way to run by Randa Maynard.
McKaylin had a good hit there, right to the gap.
McKaylin had a solid hit there with a single, Carter, as she brings in 1 run. It's now 11-0 Pirates. Number 0. Bill Howard comes to the plate as she takes the pitch and swings and is grounded right to first for the second out of the inning. As McKaylin stands on second.
Up to bat now, Lexi Bevins, number 33.
Lexi Bevins stands in. It is 1-0 count. 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. It's 11-0. Pitch comes through. Swung on and fouled. Nice play by Coach Ryan Chapman. Standing in the third base coach's box. Lexi Bevins fouls that ball off. It is now a 1-2 count, 2 outs. Pitcher winds up. 1-2 count and hits the batter. She is welcome to first base.
I believe that's the third batter she's hit at the bottom of this inning.
Number 14, Abby Vipperman.
She was hit her last at bat.
This is her second at bat of the evening, as she hits a hot shot to shortstop. Shortstop can't make a play, and Abby is safe, advancing both runners with a nice hit to the shortstop.
The bases are fully loaded now.
The bases are juiced, you could say, Carter.
Now at the bat, number 9, McKenna Justice. Hopefully to bring them all in.
First pitch is delivered. It's a high ball. Something we have yet to see this year, Carter, is a home run from our girls. One 0 count, 2 outs.
Very low ball there.
Carter is going to have to join us more often as a special guest broadcaster, as Reese had some important business to attend to. That ball is high. It is a 3-0 count, 2 outs. Still 11-0 ball game with the bases juiced. The pitcher hoping not to walk another batter. Pitch is thrown, and it is called strike. That is a 3-1 count now. The ball is pitched, and it is swung on, and another nice play by Coach Ryan Chapman.
He snagged that one about a foot off the ground.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Showing his athletic ability from back in the day. Pitcher begins her windup. She comes through and is swung on, and McKenna is out.
Oh?
No matter what. First base was occupied. Oh, I'm sorry.
I believe the first baseman dropped the ball there.
Yes, but first base was occupied. She should be out. I am wrong, apparently.
We brought a runner in.
We brought a runner in, but first base was occupied. But it does not matter, I guess. She's safe at first.
Now makes the score 12-0 here at the bottom of the first inning for the Belfry Pirates.
Number 11, Baylor Hall, steps into the box as the pitcher begins her windup. Pitch is delivered. And Lexi Bevan comes in and scores for the second time this inning. I'm sorry, that is not Baylor Hall. That is Random Andrew Carter. I apologize. I read the number wrong. She is at the plate. It is a 1-1 count with 2 outs as she takes her steps forward, and it is now 2-1.
That was a outside ball there.
It was. This pitcher and the first pitcher have been keen to the outside balls. Pitch comes in, and it is a high ball, 3-1 count with 2 outs, 13-0, Belfry Pirates. Ooh, she ducks as that ball gets by the catcher, and Abby is instructed to stay on third base as Zoe Cotto comes to the plate. No, Myra Bevins comes to the plate for the second time, or the third
That's
time.
The third time.
The third time
ball
in this
this
inning.
inning. The bases are fully loaded with 2 outs left.
Pitch is high and inside, 1-0 count. 2 outs with a 13-0 ball game. It is a 1-1 count with 2 outs here to Myra Bevins as she swings on and foul tips with 2 outs. One and 2 count. Myra Bevins is in the box, and it is now 2-2. I don't know what they are doing here as Coach Ryan Chapman keeps Abby Viverman on third base. Myra Bevins steps into the box.
With the 2-2 count.
2 outs. And pitch is delivered, and it is ball 3, full count, 2 outs. These pitchers have walked several batters tonight, and several runs have scored. Myra Bevins strikes out. Thank you, Carter, for doing such a good job through this first inning, as that was a long inning, about 30 minutes, as the Pirates defense comes back on the field with a clinic of offensive scoring, 13-0 at the bottom of the first inning as we head into the top of the second.
We are back here at the beginning of the second inning with number 51 up to bat for the Rebels. As Molly sends a strike right down the middle of the plate. There is strike two, a swing and a miss. It's not very often, though, that you see 13 points scored in the first inning.
That is correct, Carter. That is a onslaught of offense put on by the Belfry Pirates. If they can score 2 more points in the bottom of this next inning and survive the top of the third, this ball game will be over. As the batter is hit in the left knee extremely hard by one of Molly Fom's famous fastballs, as she is the first base runner for the Tulsa Rebels.
It looked like 51 took it well, though, going to first.
She did. I don't know if I could take it that well. That's a hard pitch into your knee. Whew. It's a tough one. As the pitch comes in, it is a strike. 0-1 count here. 0 outs. The pitch is thrown and swung on and missed. 0-2 count. 0 outs. Runner on first base. Molly fires for her third strike. It is now 1 out with 1 runner on.
Molly added another strikeout there to her record.
She did. She is has an impressive 500 strikeouts over her illustrious career, and she is just a freshman, Carter.
I believe that this is her third year playing for the high school.
500 strikeouts is incredible for a fourth-year player, let alone Natalie Font makes a heck of a throw, and she is safe on third base as the runner steals 2 bases. Whew.
Like you were saying, though, it's not very often you see it.
That is the first ball. It is a 1-1 count. That is a 2-2 count. 1 out. 13.
That is the second out there. That's the second strikeout of this inning by Molly.
Is 2 outs. 0 strikes, 0 balls. 13-0 as 1 runner is on third base. Pitcher winds up. And she fires for strike 1 with a golf swing. It's extremely inside and extremely low. The next pitch is fired in for strike 2. Molly takes them. Go ahead.
Molly's looking for this strikeout here to
She is.
close off this top of the second.
And the ball is fired in, and she is struck out. Swinging. That takes us into the bottom of the second inning. It is a
Pirates.
score of 13-0.
Pirates looking for 2 more points there to secure the mercy rule.
Make it through the third inning. We're going home.
Starting off the bottom of the second here with Natalie Fight hitting for the Pirates. A tipped foul ball to start out the bat with a 0-1 count.
As she was batting there, the music was still playing in the background as she foul tips the first strike. It is 0-1 count, 0 outs.
The pitcher with a ball there hitting the ground before it even got to the plate.
Is now 1-1. 0 outs, 13-0 score for the Belfry Pirates. Pitcher starts her windup, and she comes through with a 2-1 count. That is a ball. 3-1 count, 0 outs, 13-0. As Natalie Fight steps back into the box. Pitcher begins her windup. Jaden Keene pitched earlier in the first part of the first inning. As Natalie Fight hits a ball foul. 3-2 count. 0 outs. This is not a very excitable game. that we are watching? Is it Carter?
No.
Pitch comes through, and the batter is walked.
Natalie Fott. Only runner on base at first. Number 2, Molly Fawn, up to bat next for the Belfry Pirates.
Coach Chapman has been the softball coach for several years now, and Coach Chris Phillips has helped him. Oh, that's a hot shot.
Molly Fawn
puts a ball to the fence as she might make it all the way home. As the throw comes, she stays at third, and Natalie Fight scores. It is now 14-0, Belfry. As to get back to what I was saying, is Coach Phillips has helped him most of his tenure, as well as Coach Medea Coleman and Coach Derek Bevins. They have won several district tournaments. As that wild pitch gets by, it is a 1-0 count. Molly stays on third base as Michaela Mead is in the box. As the pitcher winds up. Ball 1, 0 strikes, 0 outs, and that is the second ball. Three-zero count here. 0 outs. Runner on third base. Michaela Mead is in the box. Pitcher winds up, delivers the pitch, and it is ball 4. Michaela will take her base.
Runners now on first and third with 0 outs.
With just one more score, Carter, the score will be 15-0, and if the Pirates can make it through the top of the third inning without allowing a run, then they will be victorious in the second game of the day.
Looking to make their record 3-0 on the year.
They sure are. The pitcher balked, and the runner on first goes to second, and the runner from third comes home, as that is the
15-point score.
That is the winning run if no Tulsa Rebels make it home, as Bell Howard hits a blooper into left field, and Michaela Mead comes to third. As Bell stays on first. Bell has put on a onslaught of offense, a clinic, as you could say. She has 4 hits in the last 2 games, after starting the season off with a hitless game against the Mingo Central Miners, as Lexi Bevins drives in and run. Bell Howard stays on second, and Lexi has a single. There is still 0 outs in the inning.
Now at the bat, number 14, Abby Vifferman. As the ball comes across the plate.
Strike. There's 1 strike, 0 balls, and 0 outs in this inning. Because of the score, the umpire is not going to be giving the batter any slack as Abby Vipperman is hit.
Bases,
The bases
loaded.
are juiced as Baylor Hall comes up to the plate. This has been a very competitive offensive game for the Belfry Pirates. They have scored several runs in the first 2 innings, 16-0. As the pitcher lines up and called for the first strike. One and one count. 0 outs. Baylor Hall hits one back to the pitcher, and Bell Howard comes home to score to make the
That's the first out of this inning.
Random Maynard's walk-up song is My Little Pony.
I believe that the 8th graders' walk-up songs are picked by other members of the team.
They sure are. So those can be embarrassing, as that ball is the first strike. It is 17-0. Pirates with 1 out and 1 strike as the pitcher winds up and throws a ball. 1-1, 1 out. The pitcher winds up and delivers the pitch, and it is ball 2, 2-1 count. Runners on second and third.
There's a high outside ball there thrown by the pitcher.
Pitcher winds up, and Miranda is almost hit by this pitch. It is 3-1 count, 1 out. The windup comes, and it is a strike. 3-2 count with 1 out, and you better believe that the umpire, anything close to the plate, is going to be a called strike right here. He is not giving the batters any slack because of the extensive score on the board as Miranda hits the ball and is out at first. But not only does she drive in a run, but she sacrifices herself, as it is now 18-0. 0-0 for Lexi Bevins with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning.
We're back up to the top of the.
We're down to the bottom of the lineup.
We're up to the top of Myra batting.
Is that Myra or Lexi Bevins?
I believe that's number 4 Myra.
I am sorry, that is number 4 Myra.
I believe this is
This is the
4th, I believe.
This is the 5th time, I believe, that or 4th or 5th time that Myra has batted, as she beats out the throw with her blazing speed.
Error made by the first baseman.
And she is standing on second base.
Myra's
and she's now going to third base.
A triple off of a little hit there.
Yep. As Myra goes to third. the pitcher comes to the windup here. It is 19-0. Oh, Natalie Fight hits that ball up, and it is caught by the left fielder.
That's the third out of
the
the
inning.
second inning.
It is now 19-0 Belfry Pirates as we head into the top of the third inning for the Pirates to keep their lead and see if they can stay 15 ahead.
If they can close this out here, Bo, that'd be the end of the game.
And the Rebels will be going home unhappy.
We're back here at the top of the third. Pirates looking to close this out.
As Molly Faum begins her windup, she pitches and strike one. It's a 0-1 count, 0 outs, 19-0. She winds up and she throws her second pitch, and unfortunately she hits the batter, which those hurt for Molly. Phew.
It looked like it hit her in the back of the ankle there.
That one hurts. As Natalie Fight comes in to console her pitcher. I'm not exactly sure who's behind the plate. Oh, that is number 33, Lexi Bevins. As Molly comes through, and that is her second ball.
Runner still second.
Molly has got her batter in a 2-1 situation here as she comes through with the pitch, and it is swung on and missed.
Count now 2-2 with 0 outs. Full count now as Molly throws her third ball. And that will be a strikeout. The first out of the inning.
Third inning, as they need 2 more outs to end this ball game. As Molly steps onto the mound with 1 runner on second base. As she winds up, she delivers the pitch, and it is a strike. Swung on and missed as the runner steals third. And Lexi tosses it out to Molly as she makes her way back to her mound. She done a very good job of covering the plate there. She winds up, and she comes through, and it's a ball. 1-1.
She about hit the batter's foot there.
She did. That is swung on and missed. Strike 2. 1-2 count. 1 out as Molly gets the pitch. She begins her wind up. She comes through and swung on and foul tipped, and it comes back and hits the batter. It hurt. Wow.
Molly looking for a third strike here to strike out this batter.
She comes through. Swung on and missed. Drop third strike rule, and she is out at first.
That's the second out. The Pirates need 1 more out to finish off the game.
Pitch comes through and swung on and missed. First strike of the at-bat. Strike 2.
1 more strike and this game is over.
As Molly walks back to the mound, she takes her footing as she receives the pitch. Wind up and ball as wow.
I believe they scored their first point there.
Nope. The batter was hit by the pitch, which in turn is a dead ball, which means the runner shall remain on third base. I apologize. She was not hit. There was batter interference. And the runner goes back to third. She comes back up to the plate.
With a
Molly
1-2 count.
Finds her windup and swing and a miss. Strike 3. That is the last strikeout of the game for Molly Fahm. As we complete the game, it is 19-0 Belfry Pirates. As we conclude our broadcast, thank you for watching and enjoying the Pirate Sports Network.
The Pirates finish with a 3-0 on the season.
They do. Thank you for watching, and tune in next time.
We hope you enjoyed the game here from Belfry Athletics. Thank you for your support for our students and our staff and our school. This is student-led, and we're trying to get better every week, and as always, Pirate Pride.